Welcome to Breaking News 247 presents.
Over the past several months, a massive scandal in what's being dubbed historic has blown wide open involving both Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. We learned of Hillary's blatant act of treason against the United States while she was Obama's Secretary of State, where she transferred 20% of the United States uranium to Russian mining companies in exchange for a $145 million donation to her Clinton Foundation. Last week, the news around Obama and Hillary's necks tightened even more after an 11-count indictment was handed down from a grand jury against Hillary's henchman Mark Lambert, who was the co-president of the nuclear transportation company involved in Hillary's deal to sell U.S. uranium to the Russians. Now evidence of a massive cover-up is emerging, after evidence looks to be disappearing in relation to this historic scandal. Conservative Daily Post reported. Glaring new proof came to light on Friday that Obama's Department of Justice rats were firmly in charge of guarding the Clinton cheese. Some of them are still standing watch. A fifth indictment, handed down in a series of disturbingly similar cases, presents the public with 11 more counts of corroborating evidence that there is an ongoing conspiracy to protect the Clinton crime family and the Obama administration. Four previous Uranium One-related indictments were dropped in slap-on-the-wrist plea agreements. The deals were quietly hammered out in Justice Department backrooms and issued without announcement. The FBI and DOI deliberately plotted to cover up by intentionally withholding vital evidence from the Committee on Foreign Investments in the United States (CFIUS). Testimony that should have been shared with the committee was made to quietly disappear. Meanwhile, Hillary Clinton looms ominously in the background. One of her typical pay-for-play State Department schemes was exposed with evidence that money shoveled into the Clinton Foundation at one end resulted in government approval of the Uranium One deal at the other end. In order to accomplish that, Hillary needed the full cooperation and assistance of the Justice Department, including then Attorney General Eric Holder, his assistant Rod Rosenstein, and then FBI Director Robert Mueller. The charges handed down against Mark Lambert, who used to be a top executive of uranium transport company Transport Logistics International (TLI), are just the latest in a string of legal actions brought against individuals linked to the Russian nuclear industry and the Uranium One deal. This isn't the first time that these swamp rats have attempted to bury evidence related to their crimes. Several weeks ago, Obama's dirty antics came to light, where he had threatened an FBI official if he went public about what he knew. The FBI informant exposed several weeks ago how Obama and Hillary were personally engaged in bribery, kickbacks, money laundering, and extortion in their attempts to corner the U.S. uranium market under the Obama administration, according to the Daily Wire. Now the FBI informant's attorney, Victoria Toensing, is sharing the unbelievable things that her client endured under Obama, where the unnamed male official was threatened and bullied by Obama and his lawyers, to include Obama's loyal leader Loretta Lynch, who attempted to coerce and threaten the FBI informant from spilling the beans on what he knew. The Daily Wire reported. Victoria Toensing, the informant's attorney, told WMALDC's Mornings on the Mall host Vince Coglianese on Thursday that under the Obama administration, lawyers from Loretta Lynch's Department of Justice DOI coerced her client into dropping a lawsuit against the government last year. The Russians have threatened him, and up until just last night the U.S. government has threatened him, Toensing said during the radio interview. He was told that if he didn't dismiss the case, his reputation and liberty were in jeopardy.